What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Indefinite Champ back for the third installment of the 245 flipped free ebook that we're doing. Before we get started, as always, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you guys know when I post the next video. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I do post those videos. And we're going to get right into it. As you can see, we're in the 245 flip. The last video we just did was on the Crossfire. And then now we'll be doing the B gaps out of 245 flip. Excuse me. Right, so the B gaps that I run out of it are Sam Mike 1 and Sam Mike 3. You can run out of either or. And I have two different setups for both of them. One is where we're gonna come out and shift the line to the right, baseline twice. And then the other one is just come out and make some adjustments and it should still come in. Like I said, I always come out in Crossfire, so I just came out in Crossfire, and then we're gonna audible to Sam Mike 1 and 3 from there. Alright, so random play. And what you wanna do is audible to Sam Mike 1. I pinch the linebackers down just so he's not sitting in the gaps. Now I baseline in a game already in my coaching adjustments, so sometimes they don't even go down there. But when you do audible with this guy here, he'll come down. You just gotta pull him back up, or pinch your linebackers and he'll go back up. All right, so that's Sam Mike 1. I might have to put a different guy here as my looper. So just pinch linebackers. Then this guy here, Hunter, you want to put him in a spy or zone him out. Then contain. Alright, yeah. He doesn't have enough agility to get around. So I'm just put a different guy there. And before I do switch it, just to show you guys that it does work, I'm gonna run it the other way. Alright, so go to Sam Mike 1. This is the other way that just guarantees he's gonna come, because this guy is standing right in the gap where it guarantees the guard is going to pick him up, and then the tackle is responsible for him, which just lets this guy just come around free. So you can do whatever with these two guys. This is the second way to run it. So it's 3 people, and he's just going to loop around and come in. And there it is. So that time they let the linebacker come free instead of the looping guy, but one of those two guys are gonna come in free. Like I said, if you run it this way, you just shift line to the right, baseline twice, so they don't be jammed up all close together like this. Because as I said in the last video, if you do not baseline twice, they be close together like that, and that's not what we're looking for. So just come out, shift line right, double baseline. They get this alignment here. Actually, let me switch to the right play. All right, so this is Sam Mike 3. And then just pinch your linebackers. You get that guy out the gap. You can do whatever you want with the 2 guys on the right, guys on the D tackle on the end. Then they'll come free. So set up just like this. Snap the ball, and you just loop around to the D gap. That's for Sam Mike 1 and Sam Mike 3. It's done the same way for each one. So we're gonna run Sam Mike 1 now. Pinch linebackers, shift line right, baseline twice so they don't pinch super tight on the D line. And then we're just gonna spy the D tackle and put him in the blue. And then for this, I'll probably just use this guy and just come down here. So for the people that want to run the Crossfire out of this look, this is one of the ways that you can do it. Like I said in the last video, that there's multiple ways and multiple looks that you can give your opponent to basically just give them a mix-up. So like you can get Crossfire to work out of the same look. You just blitz that guy right there, the nickel guy, and now they don't know what you're in. So now, say for instance you'll be running the B gap, and then say they move their running back over. Well, now you come out in Crossfire and you get that loop right there. So that's basically pretty much what it's all about. It's giving your opponent different looks and making them make a mistake, because they're not going to pick right every single time. I didn't set anything up there. I was just the base play. I run that Crossfire once again just so you can see. Shift them over to the right, baseline twice, and then blitz your nickel back. And just like I said, they don't know if you're in the B gap or if you're in Crossfire. So there's your Crossfire right there, comes in free. Then I'm gonna come out on this next play, and we're gonna audible to the 3-man Sam like 3. Like that. And you can literally just run it just like this if you want. You don't have to do anything else. But if you want to get more adjusty, you can start manning up people zoning out the other linemen or whatever, and just send these 3 people right here. And it's gonna loop around, B gap. There you go. Now, I don't remember exactly how it works with the running back block. I'm gonna go find a play with the running back block and see what happens. Because I don't know if he gets over or not, like if you run it backside. I don't remember. I don't run the B gaps that much because I'm either in Crossfire or the first video, the 2-man blitz that I showed. But I just ran it with 4 people, 3 or 4 people. So we're gonna find a play with the running back block in so we can see. Now, also to note, play action will pick it up. Play action will actually mess up the blitz angle. So that is one way to pick it up, but the play action won't pick up the outside heat from the left, from the first video. Also, there's a way to get around play action for Crossfire as well, because you're blitzing that nickel guy. So, let's see. Alright, so he's going to come out and stick because they have the blocker in the back. Audible to Sam like 3. Alright, and we're just gonna see what the running back does here. Alright, so he does come around. Okay, so he does come over and pick him up, but it should give the quarterback an under pressure penalty. Because like if they see that, they're just gonna start moving in the pocket. A lot of people just gonna start moving in the pocket. And then also in the last video on the Crossfire, when I said to move a guy close in here, you can definitely leave him out here, because if you force this guy to be the contain, which means the tackle's going to pick him up. Oh, that's my fault there. If you force the tackle to pick him up, that leaves that nickel guy to come free off the edge as well that way. So just one more time, just to show you that. Yeah, so you can definitely leave him outside of the contain. I just like it better with him being on the contain. So you can definitely run it like that as well. And somebody's gonna, more times than not, somebody's gonna come. But once again, what we're here for is the Sam Mike blitzes. So we're gonna do Sam Mike 1. Pinch the linebacker, shift line to the right, baseline twice. We're just gonna contain. Alright, you're gonna snap it. Alright, and that time, since it was man to man, you see it kind of dumbed out the running back because I was standing outside of him. Do that again. So I was standing outside of him here. This is Sam like 3. I'm gonna man him up just to see if he dumps out again. But it definitely did dump out that running back to where that blitz would have came. As you see, he loops around. Alright, this is Sam like 1 here. Okay, so he does come around. It's just a different angle versus when he's actually in man. Like when I'm in a man-to-man play, it's a different angle that he takes to get over there, which is fine. And now we're gonna go to the depth chart to see if I can find a guy that can come in without me having to shift the lineman over. Let me see if I can find a guy that's fast enough with enough agility to get over there. Let's see, coaching. Look at the secondary guys. Alright, yeah, so this guy I have right there, this is the guy that I have there right now. He's 86 speed. I'm just gonna take Woods. Yeah, Vikings kind of slow, so they don't have a lot of guys that can like move a lot. So when I first found the blitz, I was doing it with Apke, I think. Actually, it wasn't Apke. I was using Washington, but it wasn't Apke. It was they got like a 90 speed linebacker or something on Washington. And I was using having him in that spot. He was just looping around when I found it. So we're going to put Woods here where Bynum is. All right, so then Bynum goes to the top. Okay, cool. So come back out in Crossfire, flip. And let's come out in mesh spot all the way to Sam Mike. And this way you just, like I say, you just pinch your linebackers and then zone out this guy and contain. And then if he has enough speed and agility, he just come around. Like it still comes around. There it is. And there's that B gap from the initial look of the first blitz. Do that once again. Set Mike 1, pinch linebackers. Zone out the DN on the left, contain. And then you just come around. And there it is again. B gap sack. And I'm just leave it at that. Let you guys see that it works. That'd be the video for today. That is the 245 flipped ebook. That was the third installment there. I might put out another one, but I'm gonna get into some different type of content. So if you guys like what you see, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend, and we get ready for the next one. I'm going to some offensive schemes, and I'm out. Peace.